The next one is creating a schedule. You have to have a schedule of tasks and action plans that you do on a daily, weekly, monthly basis to achieve your short and long-term goals. Make sure that the activities that you have written down also include time for self-care. We need that downtime. We need to re-energize. In fact, yesterday I took the afternoon with my girlfriend where we just kind of relaxed, focused. We actually sat in the hot tub. We discussed not only our businesses, but also discussed everyday occurrences like kids, family, planning, and schedules. So having that downtime actually provides you with the energy you need to move forward with all the other actions that are focused really on moving your business and investment journey forward. Welcome to the Life Balance Mentor podcast. I'm your Life Balance Mentor, Kurt Warner. Today, we're going to dive into the importance of understanding your priorities and a systematic approach to goal setting. Join me as I provide practical tips and strategies to help you achieve financial stability, improve your health, and fulfill your personal and professional goals. So sit back, grab a pen and paper, and let's create a roadmap to a balanced and fulfilling future when talking about your short-term and your long-term goals. For those of you who have not yet subscribed to this podcast, please do so. Also make sure that you share it with close friends, family members, and anyone else who will gain value and perspective from listening to the Life Balance Mentor podcast. So let's dive in. The first step is to identify your goals. We've spoken a lot about goals on this podcast, but when it comes to your short-term and long-term goals, it's very important to make sure you write them down on a piece of paper or have them in a digital document somewhere. Make sure you include all goals. We've talked about the wheel of life and how that incorporates not only your business and personal goals, but it could also be your financial, educational goals, personal goals like travel or vacation time, anything that's important to you. So when it comes to your short-term and long-term goals, make sure you write them all down so you have them identified. And also I'd suggest display them clearly somewhere where you can easily see them to keep you on track. The next step is to make sure that you prioritize. Look at your goals and you want to prioritize them based on importance. I've already spoken about how to organize your week and how to organize your day by picking your top 3 priorities and making sure you look after them first. So if you do the same approach for short-term and long-term goals, you're going to be able to get through goals simultaneously and make sure that they align with your really long-term goals, talking about those 5 and 10-year plans that as entrepreneurs and business owners and investors is really key to moving things forward. The next one is creating a schedule. You have to have a schedule of tasks and action plans that you do on a daily, weekly, monthly basis to achieve your short and long-term goals. Make sure that the activities that you have written down also include time for self-care. We need that downtime. We need to re-energize. In fact, yesterday I took the afternoon with my girlfriend where we just kind of relaxed, focused. We actually sat in the hot tub. We discussed not only our businesses, but also discussed everyday occurrences like kids, family, planning, and schedules. So having that downtime actually provides you with the energy you need to move forward with all the other actions that are focused really on moving your business and investment journey forward. Make sure that you break down your long-term goals. Sometimes if you have a long-term goal, it can seem overwhelming. Let's say, for example, that you want to start or open a laundromat. Well, obviously that's a long-term plan and it can seem daunting. There's factors that you have to consider, such as your financing, your revenue, also hiring employees that are going to be working there. So in order for you to actually look at that goal and not have it seem like a daunting, undoable, mission or task for yourself, break it down into small components, make it manageable for yourself. So hopefully avoid feeling of being overwhelmed. And it also makes it easier to track your progress. And as we know, every time you hit a goal or hit a milestone, it gives you that surge of energy and that boost of confidence to help you continue to move forward. The next one is staying flexible. Although we're making sure that we're writing things down and we are creating a plan, life happens. If you want to go back and listen to the previous episode of my podcast of how to manage consistency through challenging times, I do speak to this a little bit. But to dive in a little bit more here, that we have to be prepared to adjust our plans and be flexible when life happens. These are things that we can't predict or schedule for. So make sure that you allow some flexibility in your schedule for the unexpected to happen. The next one is something I'm a big proponent of, and that's using tools to help you being accountable. We've already talked about hiring, mentors and coaches, but let's look at it from the standpoint of somebody that wants to lose weight or get in shape. Obviously, it's very easy to go online or go to a gym and sign up for a membership. However, getting to the gym and holding yourself accountable can be a challenge. So one of the ways a lot of people use in order to achieve this goal of getting healthy, losing weight, going to the gym, being more active, is to hire a coach from the gym to help them. One of the things it does is in the morning when you're unsure about wanting to get up and go and work out, having the knowledge that somebody is there waiting for you can typically get you moving. So having somebody else hold you accountable definitely can help. But also using tools like progress trackers and apps that you can easily download for free on your phone will help you remain accountable. Another strategy could be using social media. And I think I mentioned this before in a previous podcast episode, but I did hear a story about somebody that had the goal of waking up at a specific time every single morning. So when they did that, they would take a picture of the clock on their phone and actually tweet it. And that let everybody else that follows them on social media hold them accountable because they had to send that picture and tweet it at that specific time. So make sure you use accountability tools to help you with your short-term and long-term goals. Next one is something that I don't do enough of. I'm going to be honest about that. And that's celebrating your wins. We have to actually take time to celebrate when we achieve something, when we accomplish something. All those little celebrations help. And it could be something as simple as having a night out with a loved one, or maybe taking the kids out to a movie, or it could be a round of golf if that's what you're into. But whatever it is, anytime you achieve your short-term or long-term goal, make sure you reward yourself. In fact, I would suggest writing down what that reward is ahead of time. That way, you know that as you're building towards hitting that short-term or long-term goal, what that reward is at the end of the journey. The next one is to review and assess. Make sure you look at your goals consistently. As I said at the beginning, when you write your goals down, short-term and long-term, on a piece of paper, or if you have them saved digitally, put them somewhere where you can see them easily. If you can review your goals every single day, both short-term and long-term, it's going to do amazing things for you. In fact, one strategy that I heard in Think and Grow Rich with Napoleon Hill is actually writing out your plan or writing out your goals and reading them in the morning when you wake up and also before you go to bed. Again, having those goals, ingrained within your mind is going to help you kind of fight through those tough times to help you stay organized and achieve them. So for those of you that have enjoyed this podcast, again, please like, subscribe, and share. Looking forward to sharing more with you on the next episode. And if you want to go back and listen to previous episodes, click the link below in the description. And as always, stay balanced. Thank you for listening to Life Balance Mentor Podcast with Kurt Warner. To help create balance in your life, follow me on social media. The links are below in the podcast description. Don't forget to visit the website at lifebalancementor.com. And as always, stay balanced.